Welcome, everybody, to tonight's show. I'm Dave Stomaszewski. I am a tad bit under the weather with a cold, but I'm going to be talking in my lower voice so that, yeah. But anyway, tonight, we're going to talk about your vibration. Yeah, this helps me get a little bit better, healthier, and why is that way, too. We're going to raise your vibration. I'm going to show you how to raise your vibration and get back on track. Every so often we get down in the mopes and the lower levels of things because we're thinking negative things. We're getting caught up in people's negativity. But I'm going to show you how to chart that out, think it through, and get going. So, welcome everybody. I'm Dave Stelma. I coach, I train, I mentor, I inspire entrepreneurs and individuals to their breakthrough success. So let's start the show. So you get going and you hit that breaking point, or maybe you're just starting out and you're like surrounded, you're working in a workplace and you're surrounded by those negative people, right? How do you break out of that? Or how do you raise your vibration level? Because we all heard that law of attraction, right? The Secret, we all saw The Secret and all that, and there was law of attraction there. And you have many mentors out there and they're always saying you got to raise your vibration, raise your vibration. What does that mean? Are we all shaking and then we shake it higher or something? Raising your vibration means taking you to a higher level. Now, bear with me. Remember in school or maybe your mentor or your coach, whoever it was, let's go back to our high school days, right? And we had that first love, that first crush, and we're like, well, let's make a list. I like Sally and I like Joanne, and let's make a list. Let me break down the sheet. And we used to put their names at the top and then we cut it down the middle and we put the pros and cons on everybody, or maybe it was just one person. This is a little bit different. They didn't teach you how to do that list right. That was like pros and cons, and it is pros and cons. You're going to be writing down pros and cons because your pro is going to raise your vibration level higher. The con is going to take you down, right? So let me show you. I got my nice little grease board here, okay? So I'm going to hit you with this. Let me get this out of the way. Here we go, okay? So I'm going to move on over here. Here's the thing. We're going to take that list. Go this way. How's that? We're going to take that list. How's that? Is that better? There we go. Let's go this side. I'm going to go this side, and I'm going to move this out of the way here. Live TV. That's so much better. So there you go. Here we go. So you take the line and you put it down the middle this way, okay? And then we're going to put the positives up on top and negatives on the bottom. Now that makes sense, right? Because you're going to raise you're going to raise your vibration. You're going to raise your vibration. Oh, you can see my shadow there. That's pretty good. You're going to raise your vibration on that. So up on the top here, you're going to be putting all the positive things. What I want you to do right now is I want you to get a sheet of paper, okay? We're going to get a sheet of paper out, or if you're watching the replay, get a sheet of paper for yourself out on that. Now, I want you to take two different colored pens or a pencil or whatever you're going to use. Get two different colors. And with the color of your choice, the one that you love, I'm going to use blue and I'm going to use black, okay? So blue, make one of them black. Guess what? That's going to be the negatives, okay? That's going to be the ones that vibrate lower. Your blue, or the color that's your favorite color. Now, if I had it here, I'd have a grease pen that was purple. That's my favorite color. I see purple and it motivates me. You won't guess it by all the graphics, right? Purple. Everything's purple. So what we're going to do is we want to write down all those. The easiest ones is the negatives, right? So write down the negative people in your life, the ones that And how you determine this is you're going to take a moment, say the person's name, take a moment, close your eyes, and see how you feel. How do you feel about that? What's your gut feeling on this person? So let's start with the people that you work with. Okay, so if you're at work, you have Sally or Joanne or Frank or Tom, whoever it is. Put those, think of them and think of how they make you feel, and then we're gonna put those either on the top or the bottom. Okay, are they positive? Do they raise you up? Do they, when you come in, when they walk in the room and they say, "Hey, good morning, Dave," do you just, do you feel like, oh, it's going to be a great day? Tom said good morning to me, and he just makes me feel really good. He says something positive always. He's always talking about things, that way. We're going to put them on top. If Tom brings you down, if Tom comes in and goes, "Oh, man, I went out last night. I have such a hangover. Oh, boy, this is just not fun for me. I don't know." Excuse me. This is not going to be a great day for me. Boy, I'm thinking about all this. Oh, I hate life. Oh, I didn't run. All of a sudden they start listening down in the bottom. Okay. We're going to start making a list. Let's start with people first. So the people that are around you. Now, within your family, you can't necessarily eliminate all those people that are in your family that are going to bring you down, but there may be some in there that bring you down. Okay, put those in there also. Now, think of the things that you do. Think of everything that you're in contact with from the morning to the evening, okay, throughout your day. People, your computer. Is your computer, how about Facebook? How about YouTube? How about the things that you're watching? Put those in there. Categorize them. Top or bottom. Positive or negative, and think about how it makes you feel. This is, as we say out there, this is a come to Jesus moment, because you may be watching certain things and it may not make you feel well, but you watch them anyway. It cultivates a negativity, and when you cultivate negativity in your life, you're going to have more and more of those things. So what we need to do is, that's how you got to get reflective on this first. What is negative in your life? And now we're going to take that list, and hopefully you have more on the positive side than the negative side, but it may be that it balances out eventually. If for some reason you're finding that there's more negatives on the bottom, and I really want you to do this, really sit down, take 5 minutes. If you have to hide in the bathroom to get away from the kids or something, do it. But take your favorite color. That's going to be the positive things, because you want to read that list and you want to accentuate on those. And take a black marker, and that's the negative on the bottom. Okay? We're going to do that. And we're going to fill out that list, and I want to hear what you find on that list. Okay? That's how you're going to do it. The line goes in the middle. That's neutral. So you may have some things in there too. They don't make you feel good or bad. They're just there. And that's actually, if it's not good or bad, it's good. Right? Because it doesn't make you feel bad. It doesn't make you feel bad about yourself. Now, there could be some things that along the way, I'm going to get this out of here. There could be some things along the way that you find out about yourself, and that you will, if you're doing this correctly, you're going to find out things about yourself that you didn't like. And it's not necessarily that you're going to eliminate these people or eliminate things in your life. You're going to put up boundaries. Okay, if it's family, if it's family and it's a negative thing, say you have a brother or a sister, a sibling of some sort that just doesn't put you in the positive, because every time you see them, they're negative. Or it could just be that maybe a long time ago they just had an issue or something happened, and so you now when you come together or you see them someplace, it's like it's just not a positive thing for you. Hopefully hopefully they get over it, and hopefully you can make amends with it when it's family, but sometimes you can't. And so then you have to set up boundaries, right? So then we set up a boundary with that person, because now, I just don't want it to get to a negative. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a boundary. I can be jovial, I can say hi, and then I just walk on by. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's all that, and it's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. If we don't know what's going on, and each person has their own journey. So we don't know what's going on in that other person's mind that makes them that way, but it's their journey. We can't change it. We can't prevent it, and that's their journey in this lifetime. So it's a negative. So what we do is we set up boundaries, and we have to do this at work too, because we can't control the people that the boss hires, right? Until we're our own business owner, we can't control what the boss hires for workers. And so we may have to be jovial. We may have to work with them on some level. So you have to set up a boundary there. That creates it into the positive, because it's not affecting you. Get it? That's the key to this. That's the key. You're setting up a boundary so that it doesn't affect you. It's just like giving forgiveness. Can we talk now? Yeah. I'll get low. This is the close-up midsection. Forgiveness, okay, is a key to this, because it could be that it's a person that's already passed. You just had an issue there that was your issue. We had that, I was talking with a client this morning, and that's one of the topics that came up, bear with me on this, is that it's their, each person has a journey, as I said, and their issue is their issue. We can't control what their thoughts are. We can only tell them what we know and how we feel. And if we're not on the same path, there's nothing we can do about it. So part of that is giving forgiveness to people that just aren't part of our tribe. And on Facebook, there's people on Facebook that I have unfollowed, and it's not that they're a bad person. I don't think they're a bad person. It's just not something that makes me vibrate at a higher level. They make me vibrate at a lower level, just because it's their journey and it's their opinion on what they want in life. And it's not not the same focus as me. I'm here to help people become better and to get the things that they want. So as I hear more requests from people via email, via messaging, and that, that's how I base what these shows are about, and that's what I base like my webinars and those things about too. So stay focused, as a little John Asraf says there. Stay focused on what you want and achieve, and want to achieve, and you will find ways to solve the difficulties and break through those barriers. Don't worry so much on the how. The how is always going to work itself out. Just worry about where you want to go. Plan the journey, where you want to go with your business, where you want to go with your life, where you want to go, all those things, and do these little things along the way. Excuse me, I'm starting to lose my voice again. I'm going to do a lozenge. Thanks. I promise not to smack my lips that much. But do the work along the way, and the how will work itself out. You're going to be guided by the higher power, however you want to term it, your angels, God, whatever your higher power is, you're going to be guided throughout that. And so when you see those little hints along the way, grasp onto those. If you get that certain email, if you see that certain class, that certain thing, all of a sudden it just pops up. You're thinking, I want to do this, and all of a sudden it just pops up. And I'll give you a great example. Write down what you would love to have for an automobile right now. You probably have one in mind. You saw an ad for it. You saw whatever it is. Mine was a Mercedes, and I always just loved that. And so I put that on my list, my vision board. I put it all up on there, and all of a sudden you'll see, this is the greatest example, the easiest example. Once you put that out there and you have that picture, you go online, you see that picture, you look at a couple, all of a sudden you see things, all of a sudden you see Mercedes everywhere, or whatever car of your choice is. It could be a Ford F-150. All of a sudden you're going to see Ford F-150s going by on the highway. You're going to see all the different, and then all of a sudden you pick out that color. I would love to have that candy red F-150. I don't even know if they make that, but F-150. And all of a sudden you're going to see all these candy red F-150s everywhere, right? That's the how. The how is going to work it out. And all of a sudden you'll see an ad on Craigslist, or so you'll be looking for something else, and you'll see an ad on Facebook or something for a candy red F-150, and all of a sudden it's oh my gosh, they're having a sale on it today or through this weekend. Then it's just a matter of go and do it. Go and find it, go talk to them, just say, hey, think in your mind this is meant to be, and go and make the deal. It's there. It's really that simple. And I'll give you that for an example, and go, and if you think that I'm full of it, go and do it tonight. Pick that one item out. I'm just using a car or a truck for example. Shoes, whatever it is, go online, look at it. And I'll tell you what the best part of this is, if you just stay focused on that want, on that desire. Whether it's building a business, it could be, hey, I always wanted to own a bar. All of a sudden you may be thrown into owning a bar, but be careful. This is the key to this with this whole vibration list and that, right? Be careful on that, because be specific on what you want. I'll give you a great story on that. I always want to be on Oprah, and I put that out there it's gotta be 10 years ago, over 10 years ago. So Oprah still had her show. So I was like, everybody, I loved Oprah. I put it on the vision board. I, did this. I want to be on Oprah. Oh boy, I'm gonna be, but I didn't say on the Oprah Winfrey show. I said I'm gonna be on or with, having a conversation, being interviewed with Oprah. That was my whole vision, was being interviewed by Oprah. Well, I never was on her show. But I was on a webinar, the New Earth webinar with Eckhart Tolle. And sorry, forgive me for this cold. The new webinar, or the New Earth webinar that she did with Eckhart Tolle. Then I was selected out of how many thousands of people that signed up for that book club webinar. And I was one of the people that were selected to ask a question. I got to ask a question of Oprah, and we had a little conversation, Oprah, myself, and Eckhart Tolle, for about, 2 minutes. And that was my whole thing. Now, if I was more specific, and I said, I want to be on the Oprah Winfrey show, and I wanted to, if I got really specific with that verbiage and my desire, it probably would have went a little bit different way. But as it was, I can say I was interviewed by Oprah, right? So I can put that on my resume. There you go. So be specific, though, on what you want and desire on that. And that vibration is don't worry about the how. Just where do you want to go with this? Now, sometimes people put out there, I want to be a millionaire, And how many stories did you ever hear of people that won the lottery, won millions of dollars, sometimes hundreds of millions of dollars, and within 3 years they're broke? Yeah, there's a ton of them, isn't there? Because they wanted the money, but then when they got the money, they didn't. What do you do with money? Spend it. Get rid of it. Spend it. Spend it on people, spend it on yourself, maybe it was with good intention, but it's like you have to know, you have to have a full plan on this thing. So Be specific on what you want. Detail it down so that if your thing is to win $1 million and you win it with the lottery, what are you going to do with that money afterwards that you're not going to lose that money, okay? So, when I win the lottery, I'm going to take X amount and put it into this, that I'm going to start a foundation. I'm going to do, whatever it is. Articulate that out, and then the how's going to come. Obviously, in that case, you're going to have to play the lottery if that's what your goal is. There's a whole story to that, too. There's a grandma that's all she did. So, before I lose my voice, I'm going to come to the final 10 minutes of the show. And I got a big one for you. Drum roll. So, hopefully, you stuck around this long. You're going to see this, and you're going to get the links below. On March 18th, I'm going to have a webinar, and it's going to be manifest your $5,000 or your 5K in 30 days. I'm going to go through examples, and I have plenty of them in my own life of how to manifest anything in 30 days. But we're going to go through this, and there's 3 steps that you have to do, and the first one's probably the biggest hurdle that you have to overcome, and that's why we're doing this on the 18th, because your 30 days isn't going to start until April 1st. So April 1st is when your 30 days is going to start, but it's going to take you about 2 weeks. So that's why I'm doing this on Saturday, and it's on a Saturday morning. So it's going to be Saturday morning from 8 till 11 Central Time. So if you're on the East Coast, that's going to be 9 till noon. You just got to give up 3 hours of your morning. So 3 hours of your morning, and by the end of that, you're going to be so fired up for the day. It's going to be incredible. I'm going to give you the how to manifest. I call it manifest 5K in 30 days. But we're going to go through that. We're going to, and the first hurdle is going to be eliminate what holds you back. Those negative. That's why I hit the negative things tonight, right? We're going to eliminate what holds you back. And then we're going to go right in as far as visualizing and getting the clarity and the feeling there. And then we're going to go through, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do to manifest with meditation. And it's really releasing a lot of things, and it's within you and setting them free. And then more is going to fill all the positive things. All of a sudden, all those things on the top of your list are going to be what fills your soul and fills your spirit and fills your pocketbook, if that's what you're going to go for. But the key to this is, normally this is going to be, and this is all going to be released later on, and it's going to probably be, I've been told by the people that mentor me that I should be putting this up $497, and I want to keep it low because I want people to be able to get the value of this, and I want to get to the right people that are going to get this, be inspired by this, and get it right. So what I'm doing, it's the normal price is going to be $97 for this offer now coming in. So $97 is going to be the regular price. But stop. Don't just walk away. Don't get motivated and order it right now. What I want you to do is think about this. Through Friday midnight, through this week, Friday midnight, it's going to be $47. So the first people that sign up by midnight on Friday, it's going to be $47. You can go right now on davestelma.com, click on the shop button up on top, and you can purchase it right now. Okay, so it's going to be $47 through Friday midnight. That's the first offer there, and then after that, it's going to be $97 up until the 17th, up through the 17th, and then obviously March 18th is when the webinar is going to be, and we're going to go through. It's going to be 3 hours long. First hour, we're going to really work. The first hour is going to be the first hurdle for you, and it's probably the most. I don't want to say the most beneficial, but it's going to be releasing all those things that are holding you back. And by the way, I'm going to limit this. I only am limiting this to 100 people. So up to 100 people can sign up for this. and then that caps off, because that's all I purchased as far as webinar space to go with this, and it's going to be brought through by Webinar Jam, so that we can handle that. So it's going to be only up to 100 people. So we're going to have a nice small group. Out of this is also going to be that there's going to be an opportunity. So those of you that complete it, okay, so you have to go through, we're going to give you 2 weeks to work on this and kind of get a system down, because it takes a while to get this down. Anybody that's ever tried to meditate, that even the ones that are really good at it right now, they know you struggle when you first start with this. And that's what this is for. This is for those people, because I want to bring this out and I want to get more people stories out there. And so what the special opportunity of this is, any of those that complete this, you're going to get a journal that you're going to keep for that as 30 days. Within that journal, then you're going to look at that and you're going to write a short little story, and then that is going to be utilized, could be utilized, I should say. We're going to do a compilation of different stories, and we're going to put it in a book, and it's going to be called Manifest 5K in 30 Days. And it's going to be taking each one of these steps and then giving individual stories to it where people struggled and what their story was. And so that's all a part of this. So you could actually end up in a book. Wow. And you'd have a book to sell to your folks. This could be the business that you're in. Hey, I co-authored with Dave Stelma, and we're having a book together. There you go. But that's part of this. So you could have the opportunity to apply and get your story into this book with it. That's going to be released within 2 months later. Okay. So we're going to go through. So March 18th, go to davestelma.com right now, and you can go online. Just hit the shop button and you can shop there and you can purchase it right now. So now through Friday midnight, it'll be $47. 12:01 on Saturday morning, 12:01 a.m., it's going to go to $97. And then those people that purchase it from Saturday through the Friday 17th, St. Patty's Day, through the 17th, will then paying $97 for it. And the limit is going to be for 100 people. So if we sell out 100 by Friday, then it's going to seal off at that point. Okay. So go on there, check it out. If you have other questions on this, feel free to throw me a comment or message me or email me at support@davestelma.com. I can answer any questions that you may have and clarify those. But other than that, this is a great deal. This is going to be something we're going to have a really super time. And the people that are on board for that day, for the webinar, are going to be just awesome. There's going to be we have different exercises that I'm going to walk you through in each section that's going to just bring out, and you're going to be able to manifest anything you want by the end of this. So by 11 o'clock Central or by noon on March 18th, by the end of that at noon, you're going to be able to start working on this. And then April 1st, it kicks in, and then it's not a competition, but we're all going to win at the end. We're going to define all those things. So go on there. If you're watching this in the after the fact instead of the live show, go down to the links below. You're going to find the links to go to that and check it out. If you have other questions, I'm going to put my email address on there too. Click on that and shoot an email to me. Otherwise, we're out of time. So this is Dave Stelma. Sorry about the bad voice and the cold that I had today, but I think we did some great progress here. But I'm Dave Stelma, where I mentor, I coach, I inspire individuals and entrepreneurs to their breakthrough success. So until next week, have a great week. Go on the website, shoot me an email, check it out. Otherwise, Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, shoot this out to them also. But we'll see you on Facebook and on YouTube. So have a great week. Bye-bye.